class. Let me introduce myself first. I am Miss Delta Elementary, Maulana College teacher. So before we start our final discussion, let me remind or let us set everyone. So yes, I call Miss Ledeviv to lead the prayer. Thank you. So you can sit na po everyone. Thank you. So let me introduce our topic for today, which is the Genesis and Doctrines of Literature. So before we proceed to our discussion, let me ask some of you if you have knowledge or insights regarding literature, since we already encountered this in our past days or past high school days. So can I call Ms. Valdasa if you have some insights about literature?
For me, ma'am, literature is all about reading works, creating
Right. And that is correct. From the literature, from the word, comes from the Greek word letera, which means letter. So it is composed of written works that provide us informations, entertainments, and anything about personal life, or even about imagination. So, literature, of course, has a different concept or types, which is the genres. So, genres means it is a categories or a types of literature based on shared characteristics such as themes, style, structure, and purpose. So, yung genre is a part or may mga types na. It is a types na, what do you call this? It separate others. It separate others based on the characteristic that they are belong. So, first in our genres or genres of literature is fiction. I know that you already encountered fiction. So, fiction refers to any narrative work that comes from imagination. From the word imagination. So, imagination rather than from evidence. So, what do we call that? Or what do we mean by that? So, fiction is commonly focusing on imagination, like novels, short stories, and novellas. So, fiction is more on critical thinking but not really happening on real lives. So, example is novels. We know that novels is really common, especially to our authors. The novels is a long works of fiction that explore characters, plot, and themes in depth. So, yung fiction daw is what called in Tagalog is katang-isip. All about katang-isip, all about imagination, all about our na mga if it's really not happening in a real life, parang ganun. So, novels is very long stories or very long works or written works of an author. Example of novels is like yung mga works ni William Shakespeare. So yun yung mga sa example ng novels. How about short stories? Maybe we already encountered short stories with this maikling kwento, in other words. So short stories is a brief works of fiction usually focusing on a single event or theme. We have this very short stories. Came from the word short. Parang brief or concise. It is a concise form of stories. So isa na dito yung mga maikling kwento na we already read in our past elementary days, which is yung si Pagong, parang ganon, yung mga story na yun. It is included short stories, which is may mga events that is not really happening in real life. That is what we call fiction. That last is novellas. So what do we call that novellas? From the word novellas, that is only connected to novels. Novellas is a hybrid or collaboration between a novel and a short story. But commonly daw po, it is longer than short story. It means, yung short story, mahaba pa dun sa short story. It is novellas. Pero, pero shorter than a novel. Parang yun ang naging description ng novellas. So, let's proceed from the Yung pangalawang genres of literature natin, which is non-fiction. This is really familiar to us, especially to our authors, especially to the writers, and mga writers, music, poetry. So non-fiction refers to works based on real events, facts and truths. What do we mean with that? Facts and truths ibig sabihin nangyayari sa totoong buhay. It is like happening. Talagang nangyayari na. So may mga subtitles na tulad ng pagkakot. So we have autobiographies and biographies. What do we mean by autobiographies? It is a life stories. Example na kunwari ako na I tell a story about myself. Especially what is my favorite color, what is where do I live, or what is my favorite books, or about my gender, my age, my food name. That is autobiographies and biographies. Life stories of individuals, each and every one of us, written by someone else, either kunwari ako, I write a stories about you, Miss Mendoza, Miss Campo, then, or the subject himself, or ako mismo, sinulat ko yung about sa sarili ko. That is what we call autobiographies and biographies. So let's proceed with the essay. I know this is very familiar and popular, especially the essay. So essay is a short, non-fiction works that present arguments or reflection on specific topics. So essay is already known as arguments, facts, and opinion also. But your opinion when you are writing an essay depends on or with arguments. We need an arguments that will support our evidences that will support our essay. So yun yung ginagamit namin. This is the word with introduction, body, and conclusion. So dito na tayo sa journalism, my very favorite part of nonfiction. Journalism is news reports, articles, and pictures aimed at informing the public about current events. So this part is journalism. We all know that this high school students or high school life, we have journalism now, especially section and journalism. So the next one journalism is for the people who rely on people who get information or news, especially on current events or issues. It either political, cultural issues. Dito nakapaloob sa journalism. Parang the journalism and then people inform about the specific events or topic. So, to the last part of the non-fiction is memoir. So, it is a personal accounts of a specific event or period in the author's life, typically more focused than autobiography. If we say that autobiography is focusing on ourselves, yung memoir naman daw po is personal accounts. Dito yung mga like parang pamamaala, sometimes work together or farewell, dito nakapalood sa part na to. So, syempre, another types or general topic is poetry. We all know that poetry is very popular in our school in this generation. So, poetry, from what Ms. Mendoza said, that express emotion, thoughts, so yung poetry is somehow focusing on how we express. We are writing outputs from our feelings, from our deep feelings. We want to write about poverty. So sometimes we will just let our mind and heart and also our hand to write within our heart and to evoke emotions that's within ourselves. So parang hahayaan natin yung isip, yung puso at yung kamay natin ang sumulat when it comes sa poetry. So we have four types of poetry. Number one is lyric poetry. From the word lyric, it has short poems expressing personal emotions or thoughts. Nakapasok na dito yung sonnets and odes. Ito yung mga poetry pero ginagamitan ng kanta. Or they are turning the poem into music or songs. Then, narrative poetry, it is the poems that tell a story. Example na dito yung ethics and ballads. Yung biyag nilang ang is kasama din dito sa narrative poetry. So, number 4 is dramatic poetry. Ito na yung poetry which intended to be performed and act in a stage or particularly in a theater. So, example is verse dramas. And last is the free verse. This kind of poetry is malaya or free. Freedom. It has freedom. You have freedom to choose what do you want to read, what do you want to write in this part of poetry. So next is drama. So what do you mean by drama? From the word drama, it has also an action. Or it refers to the works that we need to perform. So we have main types, which is the 3 types of drama. First is tragedy. This is very common, especially sa lahat ng mga napapanood natin. At drama that ends in a catastrophe, exploring deep themes like faith, morality, and suffering. More on yung tragedy natin is nag-focus sa suffering, which or mga sad ending, mga unexpected endings. Then, tragedy is commonly so, especially sa atin na mga fan ng happiness. We don't want tragedy to be the end of a movie or a drama. So, second is the comedy. This is happiness, but also have sadness, but at the end is parang it will leave a last emotion, which is tawanan sa comedy. And musical theater, a type of drama that includes songs and dance numbers alongside dialogue. Musical theater is kind of drama but with music, songs, and actions. So let's proceed to the folklore. Folklore is very familiar to us ever since because it is a traditional stories, myths, legends, and fables. Dito nakapasok yung mga chronicles of aswang, parang ganon, dito na sa folklore. So let's proceed to the branches of literature. Branches of literature is the study that explores the broader aspects of literary work, its development, its cultural context. These branches help analyze us from different perspectives or analyze literature from different perspectives. So we have literary criticism. It involves the analysis, interpretation, and evaluation of literature. So literary criticism has 6 types: the formalism, the feminist criticism, historical criticism, psychoanalytic criticism, Marxist criticism, and postcolonial criticism. Letter B is linguistics. We already encountered about linguistics. So it is the study of language, and it helps us how to analyze the functions of language. So this is the part where we create or interpret and manipulate the literary works. So we have 4 types: the semantics, the syntax, the pragmatics, the methodology. So C is the comparative literature. It is the study of literature across cultural and linguistic boundaries. It has the collaboration of culture and also the linguistic. And next naman is cultural studies. It examines literature in the context of culture, identity, and societal values. It focuses on literature reflects and shapes the culture beyond literature and how it connects the people out there and how each other to know the history, to know the culture, or to know the cultural or social-cultural relationship between the literature and the community.